Alright, so in this video we're going to be making the file loader system for regular files and not just fonts. So this will be a text file. So let's start by creating a read file method inside of the file loader class. It'll be a public static string because we want to be able to read a file from anywhere. We'll call it read file. Pass in a path, and we're going to throw an IO exception. So that way, in case there's like we want to throw an exception, we'll just send it back to where we called read file instead of this method itself. And then let's create a buffered reader object. And the buffered reader is going to pass in a new file reader. Going to pass in the path that we put in the parameters. And then we're going to return the br.read line. Okay, so if you don't know what a buffered reader is, remember that buffered here in the Windows when we're rendering stuff. I explained over here buffer strategy. I gave that analogy where a buffer is, let's say you have 5 letters that you need to send, right? And all 5 letters are going to the same place, right? So the default option is to first send one letter, send it through the mail, then the second letter, send it through the mail, and the third one, send it right after that, right? And fourth and fifth, so on. But a buffer, what it does, it's like, all right, well, instead of sending each letter individually, let's just put all 5 letters into one box and send the box. That's what a buffer strategy is. And that's what this file loader buffered reader is. Same thing, just reading stuff. All right, so let's do a public static void write file. And let's pass in a path and data to actually write in it. Let's throw an IO exception. Do a buffered writer. And we'll pass in a new file writer that takes in the path for the parameters. And then we're going to have to write string.value of data, and then bw.flush and bw.close to make sure everything's good. Do we have to put anything here? br.flush. Let's see, I think we might have to do close. I don't think so. All right. Yeah, so that's a file loader for you. And let's just create because we're gonna only use this for a save file, so let's go into the assets directory up here. Create a new directory called save.txt. Wait, what? What'd that say? Oops. In here, let's create a new directory called saves, and then let's create a file called saves.txt, or actually it should be called save.txt. txt is a text file. And then in the game scene, we're going to have to make a point system. So let's start by drawing the points to the board, right? And actually, we need a onDestroy method right there. All right, so in the GUI method, we're going to draw the string. So GUI text.draw string. I'm gonna pass in G, string.value of. We're gonna pass in a points variable, which we haven't created yet. Set the position. We're not gonna center it, but we are going to set the color to light gray, color of the text, and the font is going to be this path. What is it again? L or SLKSCR, SLKS kscr.ttf, and then size 24. There we go. Okay, so that's the string there, and now we need to create the points variable. There we go. that was fairly simple. Most difficult part in this program. And in the update method, let's update the points. Or actually, you know what? Let's just run the game, and you'll see that. All right, there's the main menu. Let's start it. You can see the points are on the top left. It says 0, right? If we change this to say, I don't know, 69, haha, so funny, you'll see it'll say 69 in the top left. All right. Now we need to actually update the points. So we'll do if the player is not equal to null and the point is smaller, the current point is smaller than the player.transform.position.y, then we're going to do points equals to the player's y position. So that's how the point system in this game is going to work. The further you jump, so the further you go up, the more points you'll get. You can see. Let's see, I'm at 1,000. Oh, and I died. Now it doesn't actually save points for now. And it seems like we are getting a bug, and I remember this bug from when I was first coding the project, so luckily I know how to fix it. But okay, so that's the point system down. Pretty much all of it, actually. Now we just have to save everything. So we're going to save it in this onDestroy method. We're going to say try. Remember, we threw the exception in the file.write. So yeah, we'll do. Sorry, delete this. Just do if integer.parseInt fileloader.readFile assets saves /save.txt is smaller than points. All right, then we'll do file loader.write file. So we're saying, all right, well, if the saved point best score is smaller than the current score, then obviously it's the new best score. Do that. There we go. So that's going to save everything. Now remember, it says in this function, it says we're throwing the IO exception, which means that if we have an IO exception, it's going to appear here. So we need to surround this in a try-catch statement for IO exception E. Paste that there, and we're just going to do throw a new runtime exception E. There we go. And we're going to do camera.reset. So we're going to reset the level, set points back to 0, and clear all the game objects. All right, so let's run it. Start the game. You see we have 128 points. Got to fix that. But as we go up, something went wrong. Let's see, we have a number format exception. Parse int. I see the problem. We don't have anything written here. It should say 0 initially. All right, so let's run it. We have 128 points. You can see as we go up, our points increase. And when we die, it does that. And when we start it, it resets the points. But if we run it again, or sorry, not if we run it again, you can see right here in the file, it says we have 733 points, right? Oh, that's an error. What was that? Concurrent modification exception. I'll fix that later. You can see when we run it again in the save file, we have a high score of 733. If if we die at 485, that's not a best score. You can see when we exit, nothing changes. But if we get above 100, if we get above 733, right? Oh, whoops, I'm bad at this game. So we're at 500. We're at 700, 800. Let's see how far we can get. Oh, and I died. You can see that it now says 1142. So that's the new high score. So now we need to actually display this high score, otherwise, what's the point? So we're going to do this in the menu scene. And we can put this in the GUI right here. It's just going to be simple text. We're going to surround it in a try-catch because we need to read it. We'll do throw a new runtime exception. Actually, I'm just realizing we probably shouldn't do this. So, you know what? Let's do it, and I'll show you guys why we shouldn't do that. So we'll do, right here in the try statement, GUI text dot draw string, pass in G, and we'll say best score and we'll do assets slash saves slash save.txt. Vector 2i, we'll do window dot get width divided by 2. Position 150, set that to true. Color dot light gray, and asset pool dot get font, and we'll pass in the asset slash font slash slkscr.ttf size 16 font. So this should work, but it doesn't. No such file in directory assets slash fonts. Runtime exception. How is that not correct? That's exactly what I typed in up here, right? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, whoops, I misspelled. Right here, this should say assets, not assets. On that, okay, so it's a little bit off center, but you can kind of read it. It says best score is 1,142. Sorry, I'm a little tired. I believe the rebound title should be higher up, so it should be at 116. Yeah, there we go. Best score 1,142. You can see that if we die before, it doesn't change, but then when we die after, no, should have just jumped over that without double jumping. There we go. There we go. There we go. No. I'm bad at this game. Let's do that. That. You can go here. Oh, I'm so good. I'm so good at this game. Alright, let's go up. You can see, yeah, see it changed it to 1550. It was before at 1442, I think. And, you know, just keep playing. So, okay, so we should probably not have this try-catch statement here. Let's instead put it here. And we are going to load the, let's say, best score right here. And this will be the IO exception. Whoops. This, we're going to catch the IO exception E right here. There we go. Throw new. There. So, and then we can do private string best score, and file loader, do that. Best score is equal to file loader. There we go. And then here, delete the try catch statement. Why are we doing this? Well, we're doing it because this GUI method is being called repeatedly because it's repeatedly drawing the text to the screen, which also means that we're repeatedly reading the file even though it's not changing. So it's like, why keep using computer speed just to read a file that we've already read? So that should work now. Do that. Let's play, and it died. I'm at 1550. Okay. All right, let's concentrate. That was close. Jump over that. Go there. 1550, gotta beat it. Okay, that's gonna be a little hard to get over. Let's try. There we go. Yeah, you can see it's 1998, so it works the same, just more efficient, uses less speed, it's just more efficient. So that's the high score. We're actually pretty much done with the game. Next, I'm thinking about doing some audio. I'm not entirely sure though. We'll see. I might just, depends on how much time I have, but I might just make a final tutorial on how to export it. And that'll be that. So, yeah, see.